Is it worth it? Is the student loan worth it? Is the debt worth it? Is it still a necessity for companies when they want to hire people? Or is the landscape changing? And that same bank will give you hundreds of thousands of dollars in student loan debt. In 2024, guys, I'm telling you, a degree is not what it used to be. The rules of the game were changed. Forbes is essentially saying that a college degree is equivalent to a high school diploma. Now, employers don't see the value in a degree that they used to. A lot of people are seeing colleges as a scam. Is it something that you want, or is it that society is telling you to get it? Welcome to Thriving Threads, the podcast where we explore life's journey through the threads of personal growth, pop culture, and the stories that define our success. Guys, today I want to talk about college. Is it worth it? Is the student loan worth it? Is the debt worth it? Is it still a necessity for companies when they want to hire people? Is it still the status quo? Ooh, I have a degree, I'm important, I get the job. Or is the landscape changing? Is a degree not necessarily a requirement anymore? Are companies changing? Or is the new generation of millennials and Gen Zers changing the landscape, changing the requirements, of jobs essentially? Is a degree a pedigree that it used to be? So guys, let's just jump straight into it. I'm just going to give a quick synopsis, my thoughts on the issue. For me personally, and for my household, I don't believe a degree is necessary. It's good to have. It looks beautiful on paper because that's what it is, a piece of paper. But I feel like the world that we live in today, with technology, with YouTube, with courses that are accredited and gives you certain types of qualifications, I feel like some degrees are still necessary, but some college degrees are just a waste of time and a way for these institutions to make money off people. Because I am Jamaican, right? And moving to the United States, everything in America is a business. Healthcare, even the damn prisons in America is a business. And, education is no exception. Everything here is a business and a money grab. And, while I'm ranting, something so important that I noticed, and to some extent it shows you how the system is messed up. In America, them now go look pan you and give a mortgage, right? You are because mortgage builds wealth, right? Just to show you how the system is a hold on. You live in America, right? And you are 22. But let's say you're a 22-year-old, you're financially savvy, you know what you're about, you have goals, you have ambitions, you have dreams. And let's say you want to buy a house. The bank will look at you and the bank will tell you straight up, like, at your age, you don't have a job, you don't have credit history, and you don't meet the income requirement. Oh, we can't give you a mortgage. That's ridiculous. But hear me out. The same bank, go back to the same bank, right? And that same bank will give you hundreds of thousands of dollars in student loan debt. Hundreds of thousands of dollars in student loan debt. And bear in mind, and I like them I tell you, say, oh, if you not finish college, you don't have to pay it back. You still have to pay it back. So them willing to put you in a student loan debt. And essentially the world that we're living in today, giving you an asset, i.e. a degree, that for some, it's a depreciating asset. For people that have a medical degree, it's an appreciating asset because doctors are always going to be needed. For people that have a legal degree, it's a slowly appreciating asset because a lot of people feel like when they get certain types of degrees, when they leave school, they automatically start making a six-figure income. No. Go and read the statistics. A lot of lawyers, and for a lot more different careers, when they leave school, they're making 45,000, 50,000, and if they're lucky, only the lucky ones, and not everybody are go lucky. Only the lucky one them get six-figure income. Majority of them, they're making, they might make the basics something where somebody will work at one warehouse and make. Not that me and not nobody will work in a warehouse, but a lot of people feel like having a degree definitely gives them that push and gives them that upper hand. But in 2024, guys, I'm telling you, a degree is not what it used to be. Because also for me, living in America, moving here from Jamaica, the only thing that I have is an associate's degree. And I work in a pretty decent job, decent pay, good benefits. You know, that's what them get. Them get a job, say if you got your dreams and your ambitions. So, you know, just like a tidbit, never invest too much in a job. Don't let a job cause you to forget your dreams. But back to the topic. Me, I work with people. Just in case anybody I wonder, I work in the pharmaceutical industry, right? Me, I work with people, and people them feel some type of way because me I work next to them, and me I get the same pay where them I get. And me not a big fancy degree, and them have them big degree in a this a science and that a science and this a science, and me never have none of that. The only thing that I had was my mouth. Because me can represent myself on an interview. Me can go in and talk and them say, oh my God, I'm so impressed. And when them look at my resume, they say, what college you went to? I said, I went to the University of the West Indies. However, I did not finish. So that even touches on the point which shows that a degree isn't, the be all end all. It's not everything, because a lot of colleges today, a lot of employers, my bad, today, if you can go on that interview and you can show that you have certain skills, if you can show that you're a team player, if you can show that you learn quickly, they will hire you 9 times out of 10 over the person that has a degree. So that's just my 2 cents. So let's go in some of the topics that I have written down on my little cards. So the first one is that a lot of boomers and millennials, they did what their parents told them, they did what society told them, which was go to college, get good grades, get a degree, you'll get a good job, you'll be able to retire at a certain age, and your life will be set. But guess what? Because of inflation, because of all the other intrinsic factors that are in our society today, a lot of these people that did what they were told and did what they were told to do by their parents, family members, by friends, by society, guess what? The rules of the game were changed. So a lot of people right now, they have these fancy degrees, but guess what? The landscape changed. Nobody not care about the degree again. Nobody no cares that them have the degree. Them have it, and they're like, oh well, guess what? 50 other people have degree. So a lot of millennials and boomers, they did what they were supposed to do, and then they're not being rewarded for it like back in the day. Like 20 years ago, 30 years ago, that would have worked because degrees were something that were scarce. But now, degrees are in abundance. Everybody can go online and get a degree. Everybody can go school and work part-time and them able to get a degree. Some people buy a degree. If you know the buy link, just link me up, for your friend. I joke me a mate, but some people can go buy a degree. XYZ. So a degree is not it doesn't have the same pedigree that it had a few years ago. So that's one main reason why I feel like degrees aren't the thing anymore. They're not the hot bread that it used to be, because it's not giving you the same rewards that it used to back in the day. Because there's a article, I think the article was written by Forbes. Forbes is essentially saying that a college degree is equivalent to a high school diploma. You can imagine? Can you imagine a college degree is equivalent to a high school diploma? So the degree where you pay how much $1,000 for is equivalent to a college degree. And then for my Jamaicans watching this, I feel a degree is still important in Jamaica. But guess what? When America sneeze, Jamaica catch a flu. So as time go by, companies in Jamaica for certain jobs, I go tell people, say, oh, you don't have to have a degree. And then on a saving perspective for businesses and for employers, when you come at the job and you don't have a degree and them train themselves, guess what? They can pay you less. But if you have a degree, I guess it's just standard. And I guess some company policies, if you have a degree, you get a little extra pay. Because by all means, we live in a meritocratic society. And for anybody that doesn't know what that means, it basically means if you work hard, you deserve to have certain privileges. So if you go to school, get the degree, and you do it 4 years, a meritocratic society means that you essentially should be rewarded for the hard work that you do. But guess what? Hard work alone don't mean degree. Hard work can mean years of experience in a job, in a specific field, X, Y, Z. So the next thing when I go up on now, employers don't see it as important. So I kind of touched upon that already. You know, employers don't see the value in a degree that they used to. Because one of the main reasons why employers don't see degrees as valuable anymore is because when a company hires you, right? And I think everybody can relate to this. Being in Jamaica, moving to the States and working both in Jamaica and in the United States, any job you go upon, them have to train you. Any job you go upon, any job you go do, them have to train you. No matter how qualified you be, no matter how much class and lecture you sit on, you know, they still have to train you. And that takes time out of their pocket. It's not like you leave college and you have a degree, so you will automatically, you know, you're qualified for the job and you know what you're doing. No. They still have to train you. I know people with degrees in accounting, business, entrepreneurship, and they tell me that when they get jobs in these banks, everything that they learned at school, the things that we bust with brains and have we kill with self and have we have body come down and stress out with self, them tell me say when they get into the actual job, all of that is like it's thrown out the window. Yeah, certain principles here and there is gonna apply, but essentially they have been telling me that everything goes through the window and you have to learn the system that business use. So if that business use QuickBooks, if that business use whatever, you have to learn that system. So businesses don't see a degree as, you know, the end all be all anymore, because they still realize that when you come to the job, you might have a fancy degree, but they don't have people skills. They don't have the soft and hard skills. They don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to work in a team. They don't know how to manage their time efficiently. And these are the things that really matter to employers. These are the things that really matter to businesses. So a lot of companies don't see it as important. In America, companies like Walmart, Google, Apple, what the Elon Musk what the thing where him own? Tesla and SpaceX, Amazon, all these big name companies, they have removed, you hear me say, them take it off. They have removed the degree requirement from their job listings. And many other companies are set to take suit because they are seeing that a degree is not everything. Because them are hire the same people that have the degree, but they are going through the same issues what other companies that don't have degree people are face. Because at the end of the day, I have to train people. No matter how much degree and qualification them have. The only fields where a degree is not 100%, not necessarily, in my book, I feel it's the medical field, maybe stuff like engineering. You know, common sense can tell you the fields where a degree is essential, whereas a degree is not. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, me would have never take my money and go to college, go study business. When me can watch 5 YouTube video, I may go study business because the age and time I will live in right now. Like me no want, like I always tell people that I don't want you to come and ask me to do something for you, or I don't want you to come and ask me what this is or how to do this, when you could easily go on the internet and Google it, when you could watch a quick YouTube video and teach yourself. Because we live in a world where everything is accessible. Information is accessible. Learning is accessible. So I don't need certain people to come tell me this and come tell me that. Like, y'all use your phones to go on Instagram. Y'all use your phones to go on Facebook. You watch crap on Netflix and YouTube. So why you can't watch something to develop yourself, right? But back to the topic. As I mentioned, some degrees are still important for some jobs. Not to mention college. College is seen as a scam by a lot of people. And it's turning out to be true each and every day. Because the amount of people in the United States If you think say school at Jamaica did expensive, wait till you come to UK, wait till you come to America, wait till you come to Canada. A lot of people are seeing colleges as a scam. And it is. It is. I personally see it as a scam for certain people because they have people doing degrees in theology. Like, what you gonna do with that degree in theology? If you didn't want to learn theology, go read the Bible. You know, go read the Quran. You know, watch some YouTube video. You could have teach yourself that. But no, you feel like say you have to go give one college 38,000 if you go learn theology. Somebody want to learn entrepreneurship. Yeah. A close friend of mine, she got her degree in entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship. Friend, me love you going to bed. But the best way to learn entrepreneurship is being an entrepreneur. And what a lot of these big business people like Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, what they will tell you is that the best way to learn business is to do business. The best way to learn business is to do business. And I remember when I was in university, a few of my lecturers even said that, you know, you're in school, you're learning these practices and then you're going to practice it out in the real world. And then you'll learn more when you're actually doing it live. You know, there's so many people that have the theory, the business theory, but they don't have the experience. They don't have the hands-on knowledge. And that's how it is for a lot of degrees right now. There are so many useless degrees that colleges are just giving to students and just taking their money. Each and every semester, each and every year, them just give them the useless worthless degree, them and take them money. And then when they graduate college, them think say them are going to be big manager, some big company. And them end up at IBEC. Them end up at a call center. You see them like HGS. You know, a lot of people them get these big degrees. They're working at Amazon. They're working at Walmart. And they have their degrees. Because essentially they went to school and they got a degree that was becoming useless. And that is now currently useless. Now that they're out of college, they have their degree. And then don't know what to do. And some of them, they get so bitter. Can work with some of them. They get so bitter. Because then spend so much money and have student loan debt and then can't manage. And you know, because of that, I feel like college is essentially a scam for some degrees. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. All right. What else may I have on the list? Business people, as we mentioned before, there's several, you know, entrepreneurs, business people. They are successful without having a degree. Steve Jobs drop out of college, but him is a prodigy, him smart, and everybody are gonna be Steve Jobs. But him drop out of college, him have Apple. Elon Musk never go college, and if you Google it yourself, you can find a whole heap of other people who never got college, but they make it. They made it, and they didn't have a college degree. So, me have them name right down here, so. Yeah, Steve Jobs drop out of college, Bill Gates drop out of college, Mark Zuckerberg drop out of college, and Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook, Bill Gates, the owner of Microsoft, Steve Jobs, the owner of Apple. Them money have some $1 billion income. What you would have do with $1 billion? Left it in the comments. Them have some $1 billion net worth. Billion, and them don't have a college degree. But you, how much are your net worth? How much is your net worth? How much is your net worth? But you want to get college degree. Man, I bash nobody, you know. As me said, some degrees are useful, and I feel like when it comes to having a degree now, self-representation is very important, because a lot of people, they have the book knowledge, they have the theory, but they don't have the know-how, they don't have the grit, they don't have the personality to sell themselves when they go on interviews. So they end up falling short. And the person that knows how to market themselves, sell themselves, and the person that knows how to communicate well will end up getting the job over them, degree or no degree. Right? I'm going to talk about this already. College doesn't teach soft skills, critical thinking, adaptability, all the skills that one needs to succeed in the workplace. College doesn't teach these things. So a lot of people go into the work world and going to get jobs, and them not have them little skills here, and because of that they suffer. Oh yes, so this one is very important as well. It's not what you know, it's who you know. I'm gonna repeat it again. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And in Jamaica, we say you have to have links. In America, them say, I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy. So sometimes, somehow we We go, we get the degree, we go, we get qualified, we do the years, we do the coursework, and then the person without the degree gets the job. Or somebody that's less qualified gets the job. Because me personally, and I feel like a lot of people could possibly resonate with this, I feel like in the work world, networking is very important. Networking. Because sometimes you'll get the job because you get recommended by somebody. Sometimes you'll get the promotion, you'll get the raise, not because you're a hard worker, not because you have a bachelor's degree, not because you have a graduate degree, not because you have a PhD, but you'll get the job because the right person puts in a good word for you. You have to have links in a life. You have to have links. Links will get you the money like Brinks. That was on the spot. Proud of me. The links them will get you the money like Brinks. You have to know somebody. So bear in mind, degree or no degree, make sure it's a network. You know who's supposed to know. You make sure that the people that matter are seeing you doing what you're doing. Because at the end of the day, it's not what you know, but it's who you know. So I mentioned this earlier. So statistics actually show that a lot of college graduates, when they go to school, in their head, they think when they leave school, they're going to get six-figure incomes, right? Or they're going to be in the high 90s in terms of salary. But the real data, guys, when you look at it, the real data suggests that many college graduates, their first jobs, they'll be making between $45,000 and $60,000. I'm at US. $45,000 to $60,000. That's the estimate. But a lot of them, they overestimate how much they think they can make. And hear me out. It's possible for some, but it's not possible for all. You know? And everybody I get the 6-figure job. Because somebody have to work the 5-figure job. Somebody have to get the little bit of money. And somebody have to get the bag of money, right? It's not everybody that's going to make it to the top of the line. So think about that when you think about getting a college degree this year. Think about that when you think about excelling in your career and society keeps telling you that, oh, you have to have that piece of paper to succeed. It's not a necessity anymore. Okay. Yeah, so I've essentially covered almost everything that I wanted to speak about, all the facts, all the points. And, you know, I would say weigh the pros and weigh the cons. See if a degree is 100% necessary for you, if it's something that you can handle. Because a lot of people get degrees, or a lot of people go back to school to get degrees, and really they're not the school type. Like, school is not for everybody. Sometimes somehow we need something hands-on. You know, theory, books, that's not for everybody. Some of us, we need a trade, we need a skill, something we could do with our hands. School is not for everybody. So bear that in mind going forward. If a college degree is something you can handle. Is it something that you want? Or is it that society is telling you to get it? Because a lot of times people go to colleges and it's to please their parents. They do something that they don't like, they end up failing. They do something they have zero interest in. So why your mother want a doctor? Make sure go find a doctor. The doctor not have to be you. You know, maybe you are the content creator. Because that's an industry that's going crazy right now. Content creators, they don't have a bachelor's degree. But guess what? They're speaking in front of camera. That builds their communication skills. They're building a personal brand. That builds their marketing skills. You know, they're building their experiences by living. So no make nobody pressure you in going to college to get a degree. Think about everything that I said in the video. You know, think through everything and see if college is really the right choice for you. Think about the expense that comes with it. Think about the change in economy. And something that I should have mentioned a little bit more deeper in the video, but I'm going to talk about it now, is artificial intelligence. We're living in a world where artificial intelligence are replacing jobs every day. It's replacing jobs every day. Artificial intelligence are replacing doctors, video editors, scientists, because it's a computer. A computer is naturally going to be smarter than a human. The human element is still going to be needed, but less humans are going to be needed because a computer can get rid of some of the tedious tasks that a man, a woman, a physical person has to be there to do. Technology is taking that away. So bear in mind all these factors that I mentioned and see if college is the right choice for you. Thank you for tuning in to Thriving Threads. Aspire to inspire. Thank you.